Hare Krishna. We are discussing the three types of inattentive chanting. First one, audāsīnya, or being indifferent to chanting. Somehow or the other finish the rounds. Second, jadya or laziness, not offering prayers, not trying to be attentive, and little bit chanting, keeping the beads going around, some material activity getting absorbed into. And third one that we're going to discuss in this video is Viksepa. Viksepa means distraction. Now, distraction happens when we are attached to certain things. And Śrīla Haridāsa Ṭhākura is listing down certain things. When we are attached to opposite gender, when we are attached to wealth, when we are attached to position and various other things, material things, naturally there will be distraction. And we will see the sign of distraction is planning. Since we are attached to these different things, we are attached to opposite gender, we are attached to wealth, we are attached to position, we are attached to name, etc. So at that time, we'll start planning how to get closer to that person, how to get more wealth, how to have my position intact and not allow anyone to take my position, etc. So we'll start planning for that. And this planning is very, very, very dangerous. It is very troublesome. At the same time, it acts as a great impediment in our advancement in Krishna consciousness. So this Viksepa is the mother of other inattentive chanting. So inattentive chanting is the mother of all other offenses, and this Viksepa is the mother of other types of inattentive chanting. Because this distraction is something that will just eat us up completely. Our entire existence will be eaten up. Because we'll be so absorbed planning, we'll be so absorbed thinking about the material objects that we'll not realize that so many rounds are just gone. So now we'll not be able to get rid of these attraction and attachment in one day. But we can always be aware of what we are attached to and slowly and steadily get rid of that. First thing. And secondly, something that we can do instantly is try to analyze what we are planning and stop that planning, at least when we are chanting. Enough of planning, begin chanting. This is something that we have to remind ourselves again and again and again. And obviously there will be times when there's a lot of pressing work that is there and we are planning to get that work done, or we are really attached to something and we don't want to lose it, we are planning to retain that particular thing. Whatever it is Viksepa, it is distraction. And if I get into Viksepa, in the distracted mode of chanting, I will never attain taste in chanting. And if I don't attain taste in chanting, then the biggest problem is that after some time, I lose my complete conviction, determination in chanting. Therefore, it's very important that we beg and pray to the Lord, we chant more, and we try our best to chant quality rounds. Very, very important. Keeping all the things aside, all these are what? Temporary attachments, which will go away after some time. I mean, we lose it after some time for sure. So keeping all that aside, thinking that yes, this is temporary, but now what I'm doing is permanent. Let me focus on chanting. So with complete focus and having that goal in the mind, I want to chant quality rounds. I don't want to get into planning. I don't want to think about any object or person whom I'm attached to. Having this thing in the mind, having this conviction and determination in the mind, one should complete his rounds nicely in a very, very quality way. Therefore, today when we are chanting, let's try to remember all the three. Not being indifferent to chanting, somehow finish the rounds. No, it has to be attentive. Not getting into laziness loop, that after a few beats, keep the chanting mala down and go around. No, I'll complete my rounds and then only get up. We should think about those people, who don't waste a single moment, like Srila Prabhupada, and derive inspiration from them and not to waste a single moment when we are chanting. And third thing is Viksepa, that is distraction. Not to plan anything while chanting and not to think about anything that we are attached to. So let's actively do this. Surely it will need a good endeavor. So let's endeavor, let's struggle, and let's actively take care of not getting into these 3 types of inattentive chanting. Hare Krishna.